After Lilith fled Eden, she wandered through the Red Sea region, a place said to be filled with demons and spirits exiled from heaven. According to the alphabet of Ben Sira, this was where she made her home after refusing to return to Adam. When the three angels, Sanvi, Sansavi, and Samangalaf, found her, they demanded that she come back or face punishment. Lilith refused. She told them she was created equal to Adam, from the same earth, and would not return to submission. The angels warned her that if she refused, 100 of her children would die each day. She accepted the curse, and so she remained in exile, grieving her lost children, but never returning to the garden. It's here that the Zohar and later Kabbalistic writings pick up her story. In her isolation, Lilith's anger and loneliness began to manifest as creative power. Her cries reached the ears of another outcast being, Samael, the angel of death, the one the rabbis called the venom of God. Samael heard her from the outer spheres, beyond the seventh heaven. He was drawn to her fury, recognizing in her the same energy he carried, a divine essence twisted by rebellion. Some texts describe their meeting as taking place in the void between the worlds. Others say he descended to the Red Sea itself, cloaked in black fire. When they met, their union was immediate and catastrophic. The treatise on the left emanation says that the two were like flame joining flame, their power merging into something creation itself could barely contain. Samael was called the blind serpent, and Lilith was the torturous serpent. Together, they formed the dual serpent, the mirrored counterpart to the tree of life. In one version, the cosmic being known as the blind dragon, believed to be Leviathan, officiated their union. When combined, they formed what the Kabbalists called the Qliphoth, the shells or shadow side of divine creation. From this union came their offspring, the Lilim, spirits of the night. Some were said to be succubi, others incubi, feeding on the energy of the living. Each night, Lilith conceived hundreds of these children, and each dawn, 100 were destroyed by divine command. Yet new ones were always born. The war between creation and destruction never ceased. Fearing their growing numbers, God is said to have intervened directly. Some texts claim he sent Metatron to strike Samael and render him impotent, cutting off the flow of demonic creation. Others claim Samael was castrated by decree, the heavenly equivalent of removing his creative force. Even so, the bond between Lilith and Samael could not be undone. In the Zohar, they remain united as king and queen of the infernal realm, the shadow reflection of Adam and Eve. Where Adam and Eve represent divine harmony, Samael and Lilith represent divine imbalance, the necessary chaos that mirrors order. In later mystical writings, Samael and Lilith were said to join only through mirrors or dream states. Their embrace could not exist in the material world without tearing the veil between heaven and hell. When they do meet, the world trembles. An event described as the copulation of the serpent and the night. And while scripture remembers them as monsters, Kabbalah whispers a different truth, that their union is part of the divine balance itself, because without shadow, there is no light.